Now we will look at how we can render out animations, and we will use Eevee since Eevee is faster. Okay, so let's say, let me leave this frame and this box. Let me bring this one here, and let me bring this one also here. I will increase this size S and Y, and increase is really big. Yes. Let me press 0 and go to the camera mode again. Okay, so I'll leave back, and when I press this, I'll just press I. Let me go to the first frame. Remember, I want to start from frame 1, not frame 4. So I'll go to the first frame, frame 1, and I'll just I to insert a location keyframe. Do you remember animations? We did animations in the previous video, so if you missed it, go and watch it. This one we are looking at how to render animation. So when I press I, I'll just come to this frame, maybe frame 39, 60 frames, and just bring this one here and press I again and add another location. So this is what we have. We have this one, this slow animation. Okay, let me increase it small, so I'll just reduce this frame. So here, okay, and I'll do the same thing to this one too. So this I to insert a keyframe here, come to where this ends, and just move this one a bit. I to add another location keyframe, so this one won't move any big. So this is what we have now. This is our basic animation. I'll just press the camera, not here, but I just press the camera to view from the camera view and just reframe the thing. Okay, so let me play. Good, this is our animation. So let's say this is our beautiful animation that we are giving it to a client. So when we are rendering animations, like I said, when I come to the output, let me reduce the frames to, where does it end? Okay, I'll reduce the frame to maybe 50 frames. The end frame should be 50, and it's the same thing here. So watch, you see it's 50 frames, so we won't waste so many pixels, so many times, sorry. It starts from frame 1 and end at frame 50, and it will be frame 1, frame 2, frame 3. That's the steps. Okay, so now we are working on 24 frames. Let's choose 24. I like 24. And we've chosen, let's say we did some folder on my desktop here, and we named it render thought. So we render this at the render thought. And where is the render thought? I don't see it, so I'll make another folder again and put it in. I'll just click it to add a new folder and do render. Render. Oh, okay, we'll just do it render, and I'll just open it and accept. Okay, so now it's just going to the render. Remember, it's from frame 1 to frame 50, so we can either render it with FFmpeg, which when you choose the FFmpeg, when you come to the encoding, you can choose this. You can use this Matroska, or you can choose mp4. It depends on what you like. I'll choose mp4 and just go for the h.264. Or you can come here and choose some presets. You can choose h.264 in mp4, which is very fast. It's just a preset and it will select it for you. You see, and you won't have to bother. So maybe as a beginner, this is what you should do. Just choose one of the presets, h.264 in mp4, and it will just choose for you. And the quality, you can choose whichever quality, like you have high, low, medium, very low, and whichever quality that you like, you can choose the quality. We don't have any audio in, so we won't choose audio. But if we had audio, we would have used, I personally, I use AAC. But we don't have audio in, so we won't bother ourselves. So now we've filled all these spaces. Now remember, we are rendering the video, not pictures, rendering videos, and we are rendering in FFmpeg. So and we're choosing RGB, not black and white. So I'll just hit render. I just hit render and choose render animation, not render image. When I choose render animation, you see it will be rendering the frames, frame 3, frame 4, frame 5. It will render small until all the frames are done. So I'll pause this video, and after it is done, I'll just open the video for you to see again. Now the video is done rendering. I'll just minimize it, and you will see. So now that the video is done rendering, come to rendering and view render. You see, this is it, but I saved it on my desktop, so let's go to my desktop and check. So I'll just go to my desktop and see we did a render folder, and now we have this render. So this is our video with no audio. So this is the video with no audio. This is what we did. So this is how to render a video, one way of rendering a video. And there is another way which we will talk about it later. We will render it in PNG format in so many images. The video is getting longer, that's why I'm cutting this video short, and we will do it in a 2 sessions. So we will add the rendering, we will do the rendering in 2 sessions. So I'll just go back to my Blender, and so that is the rendering for you. So next time, like I said, we will choose PNG, and we will choose PNG sequence. So it will render into images with one successions, and then we will just include them, add them after we are done. So let's say I'll do this video in 2 parts.